U.S. Senator calls for release of de Lima, other female political prisoners. A ranking member of the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee has called for the redoubling of efforts to free female political prisoners around the world, including detained Philippine Senator Leila de Lima. On this International Women's Day, as we reflect on the achievements of women and reflect on the work that remains to be done, I call on all of us to redouble our efforts to free women political prisoners. Governments have the responsibility to promote the safety, well-being and fundamental rights of their citizens, U.S. Senator Bob Menendez said on Friday. I call on governments who are unjustly detaining, harassing, and torturing women for exercising their fundamental rights to immediately release these politically motivated detentions. And as they continue to struggle, let us all take up the mantle of their cause, he added. De Lima, a staunch critic of President Rodrigo Duterte, has been detained since February 2017 over her alleged involvement in the illegal drug trade inside the New Bilibid prison when she was still Justice Secretary. The senator has repeatedly denied the charges. In his statement, Menendez described de Lima as a brave champion of human rights who launched an investigation into extrajudicial executions that began shortly after President Duterte took office in 2016. As one of the only leaders bold enough to oppose President Duterte's war on drugs, she has faced prolonged arbitrary detention, the U.S. lawmaker said, citing human rights groups Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International. President Duterte has sought to silence her courageous voice as she spoke out against widespread human rights violations, including thousands of extrajudicial executions of mostly poor and marginalized people, he added. The senator emphasized the enormous contributions women make worldwide to their communities and their countries across every aspect of society, including justice, politics, culture, peace building, the economy, and national security. Today, I want to highlight just a tiny fraction of the countless number of women and girls held behind bars unjustly, he wrote. Similarly, unfortunately, the repressive governments detaining these women are just a small fraction of the governments around the world that lock up women for exercising their fundamental freedoms, he added. Apart from de Lima, Menendez also mentioned trials being faced by brave women in Saudi Arabia, China, Eritrea, and Egypt.